Hello fellow seekers and collectors, I'm the Cinema Seeker. Well, it seems that McFarlane and NECA and even Hasbro to some degree have all released some form of product shots for some of their figures, and well, let's take a look at some of them. Starting, of course, with McFarlane Toys, we have the Black Adam wave that was revealed today, and the pre-orders ultimately went up. So, of course, we have here the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Black Adam figure, and I gotta say, he looks pretty good. Granted, the face sculpt is not the greatest in the world, but it's definitely a lot better than some of their other figures. As well, some of the... okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with McFarlane Toys due to the fact that as much as I love some of their sculpts and their paintwork and think that a lot of the figures look really nice, there's also the problem of the articulation being extremely limited, and this is no exception. That's the only real problems that I have with these figures is, again, it's still the same McFarlane articulation, that being very little. But I have to say, a lot of the figures in the wave look really good, and this Black Adam figure being one of them. As you can see, he's got good, really good looking paint detail. I mean, he just looks absolutely cool and just absolutely awesome. The only thing that's a little like weird right now is that in this specific figure, he has lightning effects, but they look yellow. And so far in the trailers and promotional pictures, we've seen that it looks like his lightning is more white or blue. Now, I don't know if this is like a thing of like this will happen at the end of the movie where maybe his lightning will change for some reason, or this is a spoiler or something, but I don't know, because some of the other promotional art, like especially even the card that comes with it, kind of seems to have like yellow lightning. So I don't know, is this a Marvel Legends situation where the figure was made based on concept art and now it's been changed? But still, it's still good that at least we are getting some form of an accessory. But yeah, this Black Adam figure looks pretty good. It actually looks really cool. The next Black Adam figure is another one, but this one is a variant, and this is one of the things that also I have gripes with when it comes to McFarlane, is a lot of the variants don't really feel necessary. Like this hooded variant, it looks really cool, but I really wish it was just an accessory or just removable. I don't know why we needed to make another figure in order to get the hooded version. I get that it might be sculpted into it, but again, I've seen plenty of other figures that have hooded figures or have like hoodies or something like that where you can easily remove them, or have like a thing where it's not a separate figure, it's just like a separate feature. Some do, some don't, but I really would have honestly preferred if this was just an accessory along with the lightning effects. That's one thing that's a little bit bugs me as well, like especially since like nothing else comes with this figure, so you can't even say like, oh well, at least there's like another accessory. No, all you get is just another version of Black Adam, but this time he has a hood. Again, it looks cool, he looks badass, and it makes him look menacing, but I would have preferred if that was just with the standard release and you could just simply remove the hoodie. As well, it seems like even the card doesn't even seem that special. Like, he's not even wearing the hood in the trading card. So I don't know why that was done. I mean, the good thing at least is this variant is not an exclusive, which is nice, but I would have much preferred it being a lot more worth your money. Because like I said, the only thing you get is the hood, card, and stand. That's it. Why? And so we move away from Black Adam and to what is essentially, from what I've heard, is going to be the Justice Society of America. And the first one we're going to look at is Atom Smasher, and he looks really cool. Again, these figures actually look really good and actually kind of seem like a step above of what the other figures are. Now granted, in hand they may be different, because we still have to remember one of the issues with McFarlane's figures too are the QC issues. Where sometimes you get figures that break very easily, that just are not, or defective, or have paint defects, and I understand that there's a lot of other toy lines that suffer from that, but it seems like McFarlane is the one that has the most QC issues. But with this one, at least it looks really good. The body proportions do look little strange to me, at least to me, but I don't know, maybe, like I said, in hand they may be differently, or again, the movie hasn't even come out yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But good thing is that we come with additional hands, which is nice. Oh my god, a McFarlane figure coming with additional hands that isn't a separate variant, that's nice to see. Please, more of that, please. And yeah, this one's a little bit more of a basic one, because Atom Smasher's powers really are not the most flashy, aside from him just like growing in size. But yeah, this figure looks really nice. Definitely looking forward to this one. And well, we also have more Atom Smasher in the form of the deluxe figure. So we're also going to be getting a 12-inch version of the figure, which is going to be considered a deluxe. That one's going to be now twice the price of the standard. So the standard figures will be about $20 each, whereas this figure, the Atom Smasher Deluxe, will be about $40, because this one's going to be a big boy, which I'm very glad that they're doing. They have announced that there will be a 12-inch version of Black Adam, but I feel like Atom Smasher is the one that is more worth it, because again, that's a superpower, so you could buy both figures and kind of have like a bit of a growing effect, like he goes from being regular size to them being giant. So that's, again, this is one that I definitely think, again, it looks really good, paint detail looks cool. The body proportions, again, look a little weird to me on this one compared to the other figures. But again, that might be me. I might feel differently when I get the figure in hand, or even when I see the movie. So there's a good chance that these are just promotional shots, but from what I've seen, it looks really good. And again, a big figure of this character, again, makes sense. It's definitely worth having. And next we have Cyclone, who's another character a part of this team, and she looks really good. I gotta say, this is easily one of the best female facial sculpts that I've seen, because she looks really good. The hair looks really nice. The costume detail looks really good. And the cool thing is she does come with an accessory true to her power. We actually get like a little cyclone with it. I kind of would have liked to have seen maybe some more. Like, it is cool that we have that, but I think she can only like stand on it kind of deal. Like, she looks like she's going up. I'm not too familiar with the character, so I don't know if there's like other aspects to her cyclone abilities that she can do, but if there is, kind of would have maybe been nice to see some more like added in, not only with that one, because again, especially like if she can like maybe shoot like projectiles out of her hands of like tornadoes or cyclones or anything, maybe that would have been nice to have seen. But again, I'm not too familiar with the character from the comics and the character in general, because again, the movie hasn't even come out yet and I'm not too familiar with the source materials version. But so far, this figure looks really good. It actually has good body proportions, and again, the face sculpt actually looks really good. And also, no side eye. That's something that I've noticed so far right now with these figures, is no damn side eye, and that is a good thing. I am so tired of the McFarlane side eye, so I'm just happy that they're actually looking in a good direction instead of forcing everybody to have to be looking like they're giving everybody the side eye, you know, like they're trying to look over at the other person next to them. I'm very happy that so far there hasn't been any figures that have side eyes on them, because oh my god, I'm getting sick of that. And we have Dr. Fate, which is going to be Pierce Brosnan's character in the movie. and he looks absolutely incredible. It looks so good. The way the gold looks and everything, it just looks spectacular. And again, this feels like this one probably will be a highlight of the wave because of how well designed it is. I mean, again, the gold looks good, the sculpt looks nice, the body proportions look very good, and it also comes with a stand for flight, which is nice. I do wish, though, we would have gotten maybe more accessories with this figure because, unfortunately, it looks like the only thing we're getting is the card and the stand. And this is a magic character. I'm not the most expert when it comes to Dr. Fate, but I am aware of his character a lot more compared to some of the other ones. And, well, I know he does magic stuff. And sometimes that even means, like, projecting magic and, like, illusion type stuff. Not illusion, more like, you know, like the kind of stuff that you see Doctor Strange doing. I would have liked to have seen that, or maybe more like magic casting hands. That would have been really nice, because you see on a lot of the Doctor Strange figures, they come with casting hands and like magic that, you know, is in the hands or anything. Like I said, maybe they couldn't because of the way it's done in the movie, but right now I would have liked to have seen more. I would have liked to see more hand accessories, so that way it can look like Dr. Fate is doing a spell or doing some form of magic. That would have been at least nice, but still, this figure looks really, really good, and I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. And next we have Hawkman, and this one looks so good. Wow, this figure looks actually amazing. The way the wings look, the way, again, the body proportions look nice. It comes with his iconic mace. I mean, just, it looks so cool. I mean, he already looks really cool just like in the movie, but this figure looks great, and this might actually be the highlight of the entire wave. It just looks nice. One thing I do hope is maybe there's a little bit when you can plug, because it's very clear you can plug in the wings, so that way in case that maybe you need like Hawkman without his wings. But I hope that maybe there's a little bit of a swivel to it on the, like, when you peg it in, because I hope that maybe you can like raise them or lower them a little bit depending. Hopefully there will be a little bit of wiggle room, so that way you can actually like adjust them a little bit instead of just plugging them in and then they're static. Because yeah, it would have been cool for them to extend, but I feel like McFarlane might end up doing like an extended wings like version later. But you know, but at least like for a little bit, hopefully we'll be able to lower and raise the wings just a little bit, just from where you can plug them in. But this figure looks great, and wow, it just looks spectacular. I cannot wait for this specific figure. He looks so amazing. And the last figure of the wave is Sabak, which is actually our first real look at the main villain of the film. So yeah, he looks he's looking pretty hellish, and you know, like all the right ways, you know, kind of deal, because it's clear that's what they're going for this character. Again, not really any accessories, which is a little bit disappointing. This is another one that is considered a deluxe version, so like the Atom Smasher, this one I think will be retailing at about $40, which I mean, again, there doesn't seem to be a normal version out there. They only announced the deluxe version, so I'm guessing this is just the way he looks in the movie. I guess he's a big character, so hopefully this will be accurate to the way he is in the movie, or if he does have a regular size, hopefully we maybe will get a regular size Sabak. But still, this figure looks really great, you know, kind of deal. Like, it's going to be up to you on how you feel about the design. I think it looks, you know, like a villain design. You know, this is the kind of dude I would want to see Black Adam, you know, fighting, kind of deal. So this figure looks great, and hopefully he's cool in the movie. Hopefully the villain is good, because oof, if he's not, then get ready to potentially see Sabak fill up a lot of peg and shelves, you know, in stores, because if he's not good, then he probably isn't going to be bought a lot. And of course, that was for McFarlane. Now let's move over to Hasbro, who really only had two big things. That being the Jawa that they announced, which is going to be, I believe, a Target exclusive. But the main thing that everybody was focused on was the Jabim version of Kenobi, which, if I remember correctly, I believe this is what he is wearing in the rematch of the Century scene. So this is pretty much going to be the one where he fights Darth Vader, if memory serves right. So this is one. So now this is the third Kenobi figure we have gotten in this Black Series wave, because now well, not really wave, but in terms of the Kenobi boxes, because we got the Wandering Jedi, which was the first one, and then we got the Tobito Station, I think that's how you pronounce it. That figure also was announced as well. We also have now the Jabim version of the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So we'll just have to wait and see, like, if there will be more versions. I would not be surprised if Hasbro tries to make a figure of his final version at the end of the show when he, you know, says hello there to Luke and everything, like that specific version. And as well, since the show has been greenlit for a second season, there's a good chance we're going to be getting plenty more costumes in the future. So at least for now, we don't really have anything from Marvel Legends, and like I said, aside from the Jawa and the robot that was announced a few days, this is the biggest one that we have right now. So hopefully we'll be able to get something more information soon, especially for Marvel Legends. But for right now, this is Hasbro's big announcement for Star Wars. I know there's G.I. Joe stuff, but I don't collect G.I. Joe, so I'm not really gonna... I'm just gonna be saying, hey, look, this is G.I. Joe. It looks cool and nice. You know, I don't have any connection because I don't collect it, so sorry. And finally, for this video, we have NECA's Universal Movie Monsters The Invisible Man from the original, and I am so excited for this figure. I was hoping we would get an Invisible Man. Now granted, I do wonder if we will get two versions, because this is the Invisible Man at the beginning of the movie, but most people kind of associate the Invisible Man with, like, the, you know, the what's it called, like the smoker's jacket, isn't that what it's called, I believe, or something like that, when he has like the robe on or anything. It looks, that's like the most iconic version of him, like with the robe and the glasses and everything. But this one does come with the glasses and others, but it's still the beginning of the movie version, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a McCready version from The Thing, where we get two versions of the same character. But still, this figure looks absolutely great, because man, the figure just comes with so many accessories, and there's so many ways that you can customize it. The fact that you can not only make it look like the regular Invisible Man that we see, but as well, we actually get to see portions where you can actually make him look invisible, where you can just have like a clear like version of him. And they even show like a pretty funny picture where you can just remove the limbs and make it look like he's, you know, removed all the stuff and he's invisible. So again, this is a great figure to have, because again, if you want to build up those Universal classic movie monsters, you gotta get this one. And I am so looking forward to the Invisible Man being released, because I absolutely loved that performance, especially this version, because the actor who played him was phenomenal, and I cannot wait for this figure. It looks great. The amount of accessories we're getting, the paint detail looks nice, the sculpt, it looks great. Another great horror figure from NECA. And that was about it, guys. That's really about what I've right now been interested in and heard. I know it's a little bit late, but hey, better late than never. But yeah, I am very excited for a lot of these figures. I think the one that I probably won't pick up, or maybe if I do, I'll just keep it in the packaging, is the Kenobi figure, because I'm gonna keep it real, I wasn't really the biggest fan of the series, and the only reason why I would get it is just because I love Ewan McGregor's Kenobi so much, as well because that was what he was wearing during the fight scene with Darth Vader. So yeah, but all the other ones look, but they still look great. Like, all the figures just look really cool, and definitely a good time to be a collector. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.